Good morning, comrade. It's a special honor to have you here this morning in this today's political rumbles here in Corweb TV. Yes, hitting the frontline pages, the palliative 180 billion palliative that should go to governors, and Nigerians are mourning and lamenting that. Unfortunately, these governors will possibly pocket the money and for themselves and their cronies and nothing left for the masses. What's your take on that?
Watch it very soon. You start hearing what they are using the money to do. I need to be irritating. And over the years, it has ever been like that. It has ever been sharing formula. That's it.
It is quite unfortunate that this is happening, and the military mourns 25 soldiers killed in Niger, hunts bandits. They say they are hunting the bandits.
The truth is, the military, and my prayer is that let it be the northern religious military. Let's not be from the south. Because it's annoying for the truth of our environmental inconsistency to be presented, and some people still place pranks around it. Every human being deserves security of the government. So if a society does not have governmental security, I don't think that kind of society can transcend.
Honestly, unfortunately, this is not just about
they keep money until they get sense.
The civilians, but this is the main military who should.
Military. That's why I make it a bit religious, because they've been making it religious. Imagine when military will want to take on bandits, terrorists of any kind
during Jonathan
South, even beyond Jonathan time. The next thing, they will have a saboteur among them who go to sabotage the whole effort. And why is it sabotaging the whole effort? Because there is somebody in the upper room that is enforcing the downfall of the military state
against the Nigerian state.
Yeah.
And the North are claiming that they have been impoverished as a result of these activities of the bandits across the North Central, the Northeast, and of course the Northwest, incurring 902 billion naira debts as a result of fighting insecurity. Could that be something you should substantiate?
The truth is, the North claim that they are very strong-hearted, and when transformation is to be fixed into the system, they back out. So what is that strong heart about? So they should keep on being subjected to poverty, because the only thing that can make the whole country transcend from their poverty state to an environment of wealth is when some set of people can be brought down.
Some set of people, are you referring to
in the governmental and
enemies of the people or the political elite?
Enemies plus political elite. Because in the North, if the South are fighting for transformation, there's a way they manipulate the thinking system of the North and some parts of, so you know that what, to have their own way. I've always said it, that campaign has ever been a technology to rig election. If campaign is empty, I tell you under God, they will not be able to rig election. So the North are always what? Collecting petty, or stipends in order to go for campaign. So why wouldn't they use them to rig election, they put them into poverty all the time.
Honestly, in terms of revenue generated or accrued to the center, the North have the least returns, while in the sharing formula they have the largest, more than 55%.
No, who are those taking the largest? That North cannot be transformed even up to this time after 60 years.
I don't know why they are complaining of poverty. Like, for instance, there's a state like Kano State has been splitted by two, or two states have been created out of Kano State. They still retain 44 local governments, which is the basis for allocation, federal allocation. This year, Kano still collects 44 local governments based why Lagos collects 20 from federal allocation.
Why should you even give money for someone who does not produce? Why should you give?
They don't produce, they don't generate any income to the state.
Let me steal it to this. There is a story in the Bible that says that a man, it's called a master, wanted to travel and give talents.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, by the time he came back, the talents were reaxed from his subjects. One given 5 talents, reproduced an extra 5. Another one given 2 talents, reproduced an extra 2. But the other one given 1 talent went to hide it. What did he say? He said, "Give me my talent." You should have actually placed the talent in the banking system so that it can generate even a
yes, you would have invested it. It's unfortunate. The North claim to have the largest population when it comes to matter of sharing.
That is their talent, and they could not be able
when
to
it comes to
anything.
honestly, it's rather unfortunate. When it comes to allocation sharing formula, they claim to be the largest. When it comes to election, they claim to have the population.
I think
but
that
such population could be considered as unproductive population.
They don't even have that population. I will tell you, I was working into research, marketing research, and there's something we do. We do grid. Why? Before we start our interview in every sector we go to. Now, some of my colleagues who went to the North always video the North, and they'll come and give us feedback. It shows clearly that North does not have the population claimed to them.
Yes, they claim this is just my political.
So, although there are political population who actually which are actually used in order to get money from the federal government. Simple. That's it.
And it's rather unfortunate. You said the North, if they choose to remain poor, because by all indication, they shouldn't, of course, be crying of poverty. Why they collect more than close to 60% of the annual revenue generated within Lagos.
Just leave that.
And it's quite unfortunate for such.
As the South section will still be times 10 richer than the North.
Times 10 richer than the North.
Yes.
Is it because of their mentality or their?
Let me tell you, because
approach
of
to issues.
Approach to issues. When the Igbos had contentions in the North, what happened? The Northern, all in the name of religious inconsistency, they don't go to read their Quran very well. But they believe in what they were told.
Sacrifice.
They will now use it to kill the Igbos, destroy their goods market and all that, and they want to be rich. These are the people who are known as the foundation of business and
commerce
of the country in decades, in millenniums of years, and you are driving them away. How do you become rich?
Wow, this is a very shocking revelation.
How do you become rich?
When you destroy people who come to build your region or your state, and then how do you become rich? You remain impoverished. Well, I think the northern people will listen to this. You said that the military should continue mourning because they keep making the same mistakes and thinking to expecting a different result.
You can't be overrolling the same activity and you want a victory. You have to what they call leaping. You have to leap. If you refuse to leave, you keep money.
If the military refuse to leave, they keep money.
Yeah.
Well, that is not to say that we do not empathize with the families who lost their loved one, but those loss is unnecessary, is avoidable. If the military has done what is needful.
Yeah. See, let me tell you one thing. It's painful that those families, should you stay among them and you do not follow what all of them is happening to me, but not with the North, with some decadent human being. If you refuse to follow their systemic pattern of living, they turn you into an enemy. They start looking for a way to eliminate you, both physically and otherwise. So let them keep money. I can't be too sorry for them. But my pain is the day they wake up, that same day they become giants of their region. The day they wake up, they will bring down those who imagine. Let me tell you, do you know that most people in the north, most rich men in the north, on an average, they are billionaires. Do you know?
Yes, of course.
And what I mean by billionaires, extremely in naira. I don't want to use the word dollar. Most of them are at least, what at its may, $500 million to $1 billion rich. So what is happening? And the African riches is even from the north.
From the north, you see, all the conglomerates and no impact. They have, besides that, they have been in power for more than close to 5 decades. And fortunately,
I think there's a time so that
thank you so much for sparing this time to, of course, air your opinion. It's been a wonderful time having you, comrades.